In the big and beautiful city of Accra, there lived a young teenage boy named Kofi. Like every other pastor's child, Kofi grew up in a very strict home. He was not allowed to do most of the things other teenage boys his age did and was always expected to act and live a certain way so he wouldn't bring disgrace to his parents and their church. Because of this strict upbringing, Kofi was forced to live a double life. While in his secondary school and the university, Kofi would hang out with the most notorious boys in his class. They would smoke together, break rules, skip every spiritual activity, and would always get into trouble. But whenever Kofi returned home, he would act like a saint and would never miss any church service his parents hosted. Sadly, since Kofi's parents were the first founders of their church, things were not going well financially, and they always struggled whenever it was time to pay the church rent or take care of the other church needs. Kwame, Kofi's father, was a civil servant, but his salary was always barely enough to take care of their household needs and the church needs. Even though Kofi's mother was a trader at their local market, her monetary contributions barely made a difference in their home. However, despite the financial challenges, Kofi's parents always remained positive and they believed that God would provide all of their needs. They were also very prayerful and didn't let their temporary problems stop them from praying. Kofi, once you are done with the university, I would love you to attend a theological school. Kwame, Kofi's father, said to Kofi while they were having dinner one evening.
Theology school? Why?
Because I want you to follow in my footsteps. Who do you think will take over the church after your mother and I are gone?
No, I'll pass. I'm not interested in becoming a pastor. I love my simple life and want nothing to do with owning or running a church.
Kofi, don't say that. Don't you know that it is a good thing to serve the Lord?
I know. I have heard that 1,000,000 times, but I am not interested. After all, it's not like there's any benefits in serving God. Even after more than 20 years, we are still struggling with members.
Look, Kofi, you are still young and you obviously do not know the benefits of serving God, and I'll pardon you for that. You might run away from me, but you can never run away from God. If He called you to be a pastor and shepherd His people, then that is what you will be.
I am still not interested. I just want to get a good job, settle down and see what life has in store for me.
Kofi, do not forget that there is a call of God on your life. Even before you were born, there were lots of prophecies about you. God sent you as a deliverer for our family and His people.
Please, I don't want. Daddy can be the deliverer. He already has the experience.
Kofi said, and then he took his plate from their small dining table and left.
Kofi, come back here now! I'm still talking to you!
Kwame barked, but Kofi didn't return. Let him go. He still needs time to process everything. I'm sure he will come around.
I don't blame you guys. I blame myself. If I was employed and had enough money to rent my own house, I wouldn't be here for all this nonsense.
Kofi soliloquized as he walked into his room, tossing his almost empty plate of food on his reading table.
Chai! Charlie! Now you do this one. I should go to a theological school so I will suffer and live a miserable life like you. God forbid! It can never be me.
Kofi soliloquized. A few days after Kofi had that conversation with his father, he returned home one evening from playing football with his friends to see his father had gotten him some forms from a theological school.
Ah, Kofi, I have been waiting for you to come home. Come and fill these forms so I can send them back to my friend. What forms?
He asked, walking to his father. Immediately Kofi read the heading and realized what they were. He handed them back to his father.
I'm sorry, Dad, but I cannot fill these forms. I have no interest in going to a Bible school.
You are mistaken.
I am not asking you to go to a Bible school. I am instructing you to go there.
See, Kofi, I know you are young and you still want to enjoy the things of the world, but I won't allow you waste your youth like I did.
Everything is best done when you are young. Dad, I am not interested. Please, I don't want us to fight or argue. I do not want to be a pastor. I studied mechanical engineering and that is the career I want to pursue. Kofi, listen to your father. He knows what is good for you. We are doing this for your own good. Mom, please stay out of this. This time around, I will not listen. My whole life, I have done everything you asked. Oh, Kofi, don't do this. If you do that, what will your father say? The church will think we cannot train our child. Blah, 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 blah. I'm tired of all that and I want to live my life. Don't you dare talk to me in that tone. As far as you're under my roof, you will do what I say. Then I will leave. I'm tired of being treated like a child. Kofi barked and then he stormed out of the living room. Kofi, calm down. You can't speak to your father like that. What has gotten into you? Kofi's mother yelled, but he ignored her. Without wasting time, Kofi went into his room, brought down a big box from the top of his wardrobe, and began packing his clothes into the box. Kofi, what are you doing? Where do you think you are going to? Go and apologize to your father this minute! Kofi's mother yelled, but Kofi ignored her. After Kofi had packed some of his clothes, he left the house without saying a word to his father. Have you seen what you have caused? It's because of you he's acting like that. He has now grown wings. Please, let's give him time. I'm sure he will return to his senses and come back home. And what if he doesn't? That's what you always say. Give him time, give him time. Now see what he has turned into. He had the audacity to walk out on me. My husband, please calm down. Remember the doctor instructed you not to shout or stress yourself. I know Kofi will be back and he will eventually go to Bible school. For your sake, I hope he goes to that Bible school. Do you know how embarrassing it is to tell my friends that he refused to sign the forms? No, I will not let that little boy embarrass me. The first few days after Kofi left the house, his mother expected that he would come home with his box to beg for forgiveness. During the day when she was less busy, she would sit outside their house to watch the gate. But after a week passed and Kofi did not return home, she began to panic. Hey, my husband, it's been 1 week and Kofi has not returned home nor contacted us. Do you think we should go looking for him or maybe go down the street and talk to his friends? I will do no such thing. That boy disrespected me under my roof and now you want me to go search for him? But shouldn't we be worried? We are his parents and he's our only child. Kofi is a big boy now. The same way he left this house is the same way he will return. But... No more buts. Please leave me. I'm studying the Bible and I do not want any distractions. In the weeks that followed, Kofi still did not return home, and each time his mother called him, he would end her calls. No one knew, but Kofi had gone to live with one of his rich friends who was into money laundering, and they were living the time of their lives. They would go clubbing every night and do all kinds of things Kofi never got to do while he was still living in his parents' house. Unfortunately, after almost 3 months of living with his friend, something happened that forced Kofi to return back home. It happened that his friend had scammed someone of a huge amount of money, and the police were able to trace him to one of the clubs he was partying at.
You're under arrest.
When his friend was arrested and jailed, Kofi had no other choice but to return home because he was afraid of being dragged into the case. Good evening, Dad. Ha! Kofi! Ha! Thank you, Jesus! I was worried sick about you! Young man, are you sure you are not in the wrong house? Daddy, I'm sorry, he said, falling to his knees. I acted foolishly, but now I'm back to my senses. Please, forgive me. Forgive you? Do you know how many lies I told because of you? You turned me into an object of mockery, and you want me to forgive you? My husband, please forgive him. At least he has come back to his senses and he's here now. The prodigal son did worse, but his father still embraced him. Listen, since you are now a big boy and will not listen to me, You have two choices. Either you agree to go to a Bible school, or you find somewhere else to live. If you could survive on your own for almost 3 months, I'm sure you will figure your life out. I will go to the Bible school. What did you say?
The truth was, Kwame had expected that Kofi would still put up a fight, and he didn't think Kofi would agree that easily.
I said I'm ready to go to Bible school.
Thank you,
If that will make you happy, then I will do it. Now you are talking. If you had acted like this, we wouldn't have fought. Eh? You might think I'm pushing you to do what you do not like, but this is for your own good. When you grow older, you will definitely thank me for this.
When Kofi agreed to go to Bible school, he only did that because he wanted his father to let him back into the house. Also, he had done a lot of bad things while living with his friend, so he agreed to go to Bible school as a way of convincing his parents that he had changed. Precisely a week after Kofi returned home, he enrolled in one of the biggest Bible schools in Accra, and he began his classes. For 6 months, Kofi attended his classes, but since he was doing eye service for his parents, he didn't really pay attention to what he was taught. The only good thing was that Kofi made a few friends while he was there in Bible school, and some of them were also pastors' children like him. After successfully completing his Bible school, Kwame forced Kofi to be more involved in the church activities. It even reached a point where Kofi became so bitter from running the church because he believed that being a pastor was a poor man's business. Fortunately, about a month after Kofi became fully involved in the church activities, his friend who had been arrested was released after serving his time. Unknown to Kofi, going to visit his friend would be the beginning of a disrupted life and the death of his mother. Watch out for part 2. Did you enjoy this story? Tell us your favorite part in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also, do not forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you.